and we're going to send you to the prison for the rest of your days.
Gangs, here's the message. Get out. That is directly coming from Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis. Her latest crackdown, a 220-count indictment against 26 members believed associated with the drug-rich gang.
Now, some of the crimes in the indictment include recent break-ins at celebrity homes across the metro. CBS 46's Zach Summers is live at the Fulton County Courthouse, downtown Atlanta, with more on this. Zach.
Yeah, you know, DA Fonnie Willis was very matter-of-fact, warning those who commit crimes in Fulton County that they will suffer the consequences of their actions.
I am not going to negotiate with gang members.
In a 220-count indictment, Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis accuses 26 members of the drug-rich gang of committing more than a dozen crimes since 2017, some of which involved celebrity homes.
They're immediately
to track their victims, largely going after those who flaunt their wealth online. That includes celebrities like Atlanta Falcons player Calvin Ridley, singer Mariah Carey, and Real Housewives of Atlanta star Marlo Hampton.
We cannot tolerate this. But don't be fooled. This indictment also covers other individuals who are not as famous.
Similar to the RICO case involving rappers Young Thug and Gunna, DA Willis partly used lyrics from YouTube videos as evidence of gang activity.
I'm not targeting anyone, but however, you do not get to commit crimes in my county and then decide to brag on it, which you do that for a form of intimidation and to further the gang and not be held responsible.
U.S. Congressman Hank Johnson of Georgia's 4th District wants to limit lyrics being used against artists in court. He introduced the RAP Act last month, saying the bill targets the issue of free speech. DA Willis contends it's fair use.
People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
Now, 18 of the 26 listed in that indictment have already been arrested. DA Willis made note of the good detective work by Sandy Springs Police in bringing forth this indictment. Live in downtown Atlanta, Zach Summers, CBS 46 News.
Zach, are going
Yo, get out of Atlanta, y'all. Telling you right now, get out while you ahead. Get out of Atlanta right now. They not playing. I'm telling you right now, baby. Do what's best for you, man, and get out of Atlanta ASAP.
Services are no longer needed.
Yeah. Oh. We here.
Money, you be making money.
So I'm telling y'all right now, yo, I was just looking at this joint with Young Thug and with this whole LA joint. What? Get off the yo, who put that up? Yo, who that in my comments? Sienna Matthews. Oh man, don't get blocked, man. We you talk about Sienna, get off the fucking asshole. Explain yourself in the comments with that, man, because you all on top of my screen with this and all that. Please, man, explain yourself. What's good, Black Coat? I just wanted to talk about this. Okay, my sounding good. I'm sounding good today. God bless, man. I'm sounding good. My voice is sounding like it's supposed to. I'm sounding like money. In the booth for the longest. And it's sounding good now, and I'm blessed, and I'm grateful just to have my vocals sound. I talk to my peoples, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Then I got my backup echo mic. Yo, I got the backup echo mic here, so we litty. We litty. I got this mic right here. This is the one I'm talking to, and then I got my echo mic. Yo. So we litty. Yo, I just want real quick, B, real quick. Let's go through this before I start the music, y'all. Before I start the music, I like to talk about a quick topic, and hopefully I can get y'all up here, see y'all words will pop up there, whatever y'all say. You know what I'm saying about the situation, and it'll be seen on the live stream on YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere else that I'm at. So I'd be grateful if y'all could comment. And the comment will be seen, as you can see, and talk about this whole situation, because I feel at the end of the day, I don't think these people should be judging us, man. That's how I feel, man. I don't feel like, I know she trying to do her thing to get up, and so when she try to go run for something in a few years, she gonna get it, because she gonna lock up everybody in Atlanta, and she gonna lock up all the black people. And this is something like what Biden did back in the 90s too. He locked up all the black people with the crack epidemic, locked us all up, and then everything was all messed up. She gonna do the same thing in Atlanta. She gonna lock everybody up, and then all the other people gonna move in, and then we get washed out. And then she's gonna get praised and pat on her back, because when she goes to go for whatever president, whatever she gonna be running for, 'cause trust me, she gonna be running for some things, and whenever she go to run for it, they gonna give it to her because of what she did in Atlanta. My young brothers in Atlanta, please, man, come on, man, y'all got to stop, man, for real, man. Don't even get out of Atlanta. Just stop doing the crime, man, so our black brothers don't get taken off the streets, man. And that's just real talk right there, man. Because this lady is on a warpath, and she's gonna lock everybody up. And you know who her first, I'm not sure if it was her first one, but I know Hood Rich Pablo was the first like real rapper in Atlanta to catch the Rico. That was before, I think this was in 2020. He caught the Rico. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was in 2020. Yeah, send that music to the email, y'all. It was in 2020. He caught the Rico, so he was like the first one. And his gang was the Hood Rich gang, Hood Rich. And that's why I thought the Hood Rich that she talking about now is the same Hood Rich.
Great day of crime
same
fighting.
Hood Rich that
we are here today to just let the public know that we are continuing our mission to target gangs, as we believe it is our #1 public safety deterrent crisis that we're in. I have to acknowledge the two men that are before me before I even start. This is the great Detective Needham and the great Detective Davidson
email
from
pinch, y'all,
Sandy
if y'all wanna
Springs
send it,
Police
y'all can send it
Department.
to the email.
This was a collaboration, but you always have to acknowledge those that are on the front line working really hard to get things done. And these two gentlemen have done just an excellent job.
See them two niggas
What
on the
today's
right?
indictment is about is the Drug Rich Gang, which is a hybrid gang, and it started back in 2016. That's how far we can document this gang existing. We know that it is a gang that primarily actually exists out of DeKalb County, the Stone Mountain and the Tucker area. But as we know, crime and criminals have no boundaries, and they found their way into my county, Fulton County. I have a message today that you will hear repeated time and time again. If you thought Fulton was a good county to bring your crime to bring your violence to, you are wrong, and you are going to suffer consequences, and today is the start of some of those consequences. This gang, as I mentioned, is a hybrid gang. It does include members of the Gangster Disciples, the Crips, and the Bloods. We know that here in Atlanta, Georgia, that hybrid gangs are something that we regularly see. We know that.
Look, they even know about the hybrid gangs now. They even know about the hybrid gangs. Oh man, I gotta change the caption on this joint. They even know about the hybrid gangs now out there. All the gangs mixing in together. That's crazy. How they know about that?
This gang does have some identifiers that connects it together. They use things like prescription bottles and money symbols, and this is in their jewelry and their tattoos, and we see that present here. We have identifiers identifying this gang. But that's not the problem, that people collected together or they decided to use symbols. It's what they did once they joined together. What this indictment represents is 16 different victims in our county, 16 different incidents of violence, and 26 defendants. They committed crime everywhere from the south to the north of my county, which included Union City, Atlanta, and Sandy Springs. The earliest crime committed that is captured in this indictment is a 2018 carjacking. The latest was committed just this month. We are aware that crimes have occurred in other jurisdictions, but what this indictment primarily covers are the 16 crimes that committed here in Fulton County. The victims, they do not discriminate, but what they did do is target people who show their wealth on social media. So I do have a message for the public. Where it is kind of fun to put your things on social media and show off, unfortunately, these gangs are becoming more savvy.
No flossing on social media. Do not floss. This is a bad thing at the time we in. There's no money. Everything is drying up out there. Do not be flossing on social media, because they coming. They coming. And it ain't the police coming now. It's the kick dough boys coming, nigga. It ain't the police that's coming now. It's the kick dough boys that's coming. When they see all that good high-end expensive luxury that you got. So for all my brothers and sisters in ATL, that's everywhere, yo. Cause I'm from New York, yo, and I seen some crazy. I seen a nigga walk. I walk him down, run a nigga down in broad daylight, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, broad daylight, people all over the place. Dude coming out of the restaurant. Well, he in the restaurant. They watching him the whole time he in the restaurant. He don't even know it. He in the restaurant with his girl. The whole time they watching him. As they watching him, he done pulled out the wad of money. Boom. He done parked down the block. So he comes out the store and walk down the block. And you could tell he ain't familiar from over here, because anywhere in Harlem, you could double park in front of any store basically and jump out. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta find no parking spot. You could just double park anywhere and just jump right out. So he ain't from over there, obviously. So he parks his car around the corner down the block. He comes out the store. Boom, he walked down the block. All you see is kids with hoodies on and masks scrunched up real tight. They hoodies tied real tight. Ran down on this nigga, said, "Give it up." His girl screaming, "Ah!" Money tried to book it, but once he heard his girl start screaming, he come running back. Dude hit him, boom, the gun, get everything. I'm talking about broad daylight, everybody outside, everybody watching. It's 85 degrees out, kids out. Yo, be careful. So I'm gonna say this is not even for ATL. This is worldwide, B. Worldwide, everywhere. Be careful, be safe.
More sophisticated in the way that they target you. And this is a way that we know that they targeted these individuals. And it's because of these great detectives' work where they were able to show that they were following these individuals and using it to their advantage. Some of the celebrity victims included Calvin Ridley, who is a loved member of our Falcons, Brad Guzan, who is a loved member of the Atlanta United team, Marlo Hampton, who is on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Brittany Mealy, who is the mother of Future's child. All very well-known celebrities who have decided to take residence right here in Metro Atlanta because this is a great place to live and we cannot tolerate this. But don't be fooled. This indictment also covers other individuals who are not as famous but also had their wealth on social media. Lots of social media influencers. The incidences that are in here is, thank God we don't have a murder, but we have kidnapping, we have armed robberies, we have shootings, and we have home invasions. Very violent crimes, things that cannot be allowed in our county, and all done again at the hands of crime, at the hands of gangs. What I want the public to see today is a collaboration of law enforcement, because as they have gotten more savvy, so have we. And so what you have is a collaboration of the Atlanta Police Department, the Union City Police Department, the United States Attorney's Office is here today, the Fulton County Sheriff, the Marshals, and the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. We are working together. We are working collaboratively, and we have a message, and that is get out of this county or expect to start seeing sentences that go life plus. Because I am not going to negotiate with gang members. I am not going to allow pleas. We are going to find you. We are going to convince you. And we're going to send you to the prison for the rest of your days. And I'm not apologizing for that. Any questions?
I like these questions, though. They hit it with some good questions.
As it happens, I live in the part of DeKalb County that drug risk is sort of covers. I live in Pine Lake. And you mentioned a drug-rich Hecht, who's Stinny in the indictment, who, as I understand it, just got out of jail or prison. He's living with his mom on the street. How much cooperation? Because I can't help but notice that DeKalb County isn't standing behind you right now. But I know that they're accused of crimes in DeKalb County. Is there collaboration happening between Fulton and DeKalb County with regard to the investigation of this gang?
I have a relationship with the district attorney in DeKalb. I cannot say we specifically collaborated on this incident. I will say that we know that this gang has also committed crimes in Cobb, in Fayette, in a lot of the surrounding jurisdictions, and they have been at the table as we have developed these crimes. In fact, I'm aware that the Gwinnett district attorney does have an indictment against some of these same members, and she has sent part of her staff to be at the table.
Talk about how this came down. You talked about the detectives kind of bringing this forward. What was the beginning of this? How did this, all these things have been happening, but how did you all put it together, and what was kind of the germ, the beginning part of this investigation?
Good question.
I have to give credit to the Sandy Springs Police Department. They
She ain't got nothing
were
to do with
able
it.
to really pay attention,
Nothing.
to really go back
She
and
just
track
putting
and
her
see
name
that
on everything.
these
and
people were
locking
tracking
old
people
black
on social
niggas up.
media. Obviously, it doesn't happen at the first crime where you realize that there is a trend, but they pretty quickly did that. I have
Atlanta
a great
about to be
relationship
number
with
white
the
people.
chief in
They
Sandy
about to get
Springs,
rid of all the fathers
Kenneth
right
Simone.
now.
We began
So be no
talking.
more
I began
babies,
sending
since it's all gonna
assistant
be
district
white
attorneys
people
out
out there.
there as we developed this, and they were really the foundation and the work. But as always, you know that I love our acting
about to
chief
get
in
rid of the
Atlanta,
water boys,
Shearbaum.
too.
He was automatically willing to get involved and to do their part and to develop this. And so people just came together and developed
hit
this.
that like,
but
hit
the
the share button
foundation
for
and the
me if
start,
you're
as
out
you
there.
asked, was really through just great detective work.
And what years was this? This was in
The-
the past years.
Hold on, y'all hit that like, hit the share button for me if you're on YouTube. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit that bell. Yeah, help me get my channel up on YouTube, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I need like 150 more subs before I can monetize the channel, so appreciate that.
Sandy Springs thing?
Yes, but we do have crimes going back in this indictment to 2018, because once that research was done, we saw, as George Cheedy just pointed out, this is a gang that primarily operates in DeKalb. And so I can honestly tell you, when they first brought this to me, I said most of the crime that they were doing was out of DeKalb County, but they decided to cross the county lines, and that's going to be detrimental to them.
So the indictment mentions lyrics from a couple of videos.
It does.
And we're going through the lyrics. Henry Johnson, congressman, has proposed legislation to limit the use of rap lyrics in prosecutions. Do you have thoughts about that?
I think that I would welcome an opportunity to sit down with Hank Aaron and discuss that proposed legislation. I don't think that it will be successful. I think if you decide to admit your crimes over a beat, I'm going to use it.
And you've used that before with previous gang member arrests. What are your specific responses to criticism that you're specifically targeting Atlanta's hip-hop community through these lyrics?
I'm not targeting anyone, but however, you do not get to commit crimes in my county and then decide to brag on it, which you do that for a form of intimidation and to further the gang and not be held responsible. One of the lyrics used in this indictment, just one of the lyrics, is me and my crew striking out, striking in all black. Send me the drop, we'll kick in the house. If we steal a car, we're gonna take off the tag. Well, they kicking indoors, committing home invasions, and now I'm using those lyrics that they're admitting to doing that. I'm gonna continue to do that. People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
Two quick questions. The first one related to this indictment. It sounds like when it comes to the investigation, not that the days of people being followed home from a restaurant or something like that aren't still happening, but it sounds like it's as simple as somebody posts, hey, I got this new chain, I got this new car, and these guys are just sitting back, scroll. Can you kind of just take us through that process? I
have a very good example of that. Marlo Hampton is a star on Atlanta Housewives. That's a show. It's Atlanta, so I like it and I watch it, and I'm a fan of hers. One of the things she does, though, is at one point she has the news.
Hold on. My young brothers, man, y'all gotta stop. There's easier ways to get money legally now, man. Especially when you young like that, man. You ain't gotta be kicking doors, man. You ain't gotta kick doors, B. You 18, 17, work on your credit ASAP. You can get anything you want, man. Anything you want. You can go buy the biggest car you want. Get any job you want before you catch a felony. Do not waste your time kicking doors, man. Do not wait, my young niggas, because I got a lot of young niggas that watch me on this channel, on my Facebook and all that. My young niggas I fuck with hard, B. We do the music. Love my young niggas to death. But we ain't kicking doors, B. We ain't gotta kick doors, B. I'm telling you, man. Yo, Charleston White, like I said, yo, Charleston White and the lady gonna get everybody. Yo, Charleston White is a whole different breed. I don't know what's up with him, B. I don't know what's up with him. He a whole different breed, B, cause he on a different type of time, man. He just want all the brothers to get locked up, go to jail, get murdered, and get away. But you don't understand, man. That's taken from us, man. We ain't gonna, you know what I mean? We need as many as people we can have here, man. You can't be just knocking everybody off and sending everybody to jail. You know? Because they went to somebody's house and took a couple items. You know what I'm saying? Little boys is hungry, man. Somebody just got to show them a better way, man. That's all it really come down to, is somebody else showing them a better way. Ain't nobody else showing them a better way. That's all they know. So that's all they gonna do is kick doors. And it's a sad situation, man. get back into it real quick.
Media in her home. And during that interview, she shows you how to enter the house, where things are within her closet. She then becomes a victim. That's not wise to do. You should be able to show you've worked hard, you have some success, people are interested in you. You should be able to show that. But it's not a wise thing to do, because you're exactly right. Now what they're doing is they're looking on social media and they are seeing, are there things here that we would like to get? One of the things the investigators realized is they're immediately going to closets. They're immediately going to bedrooms. They know where these high-end items are, and they are seeking to get them. And so it's just not wise to do. And you're right, they have become more sophisticated, but luckily they give us good evidence because we're able to track them as they are tracking other individuals. But my message to the public is please stop doing that.
Yes, please, y'all. Yo, I'm even cut it out, B, because I be showing my little bullshit. My shit's bullshit, though. That shit ain't about nothing. That shit I be showing, but nah, they can't be showing that shit. Niggas just gotta keep his do some good content for the people without flashing your shit, man, because niggas is hungry right now, babe. For some reason, yo, everybody, this shit is like Grand Theft Auto out here with the cameras everywhere. It's cameras everywhere. And these young niggas like, man, I got my mask on and my hoodie scrunched up real tight. I don't care what camera there. They ain't gonna know it's me. So if you think you safe because it's cameras around, and nah, you ain't safe, B. It's dangerous out here. Be safe. Stay dangerous if you have to, man. If you in a dangerous area, you gotta stay dangerous too. Sorry to tell you that, but it's dangerous.
Between burglary and home invasion.
They're actually both. Sometimes the victim, like Mariah Carey, was not home at the time, right? So it becomes a burglary. In other times, unfortunately, the victims are home and they don't mind using violence once they enter the home and you're present. So sometimes they are just burglaries, sometimes they are home invasions. Either way, people's dwellings, their homes, where you feel safe is violated and things are taken. But unfortunately, in some occasions, people are targeted and really harmed. In one of these cases, we had a 16-year-old child in the shower, and she was taken downstairs by force. You know, an incident as a mom, I cannot imagine having to have gone through and suffered. Yes, sir.
We have the YSL RICO indictment earlier this year. Now we have this RICO indictment today that you're presenting today. Would you say that's how you plan to target gangs here in Fulton County, using that RICO statute and keep doing more and more indictments like that?
Where appropriate, that's what I'll use.
Real quick, one more question.
Whatever's appropriate is what she uses, nigga. She don't care about nothing.
There's been a lot of developments recently in that. Hoping you could address the witness intimidation, where we kind of stand with this. And also, I've just had some conversations, with former and current detectives who believe that this is going to cause some type of chilling effect when you're going to start seeing discovery leaked on Instagram. People aren't going to be, cooperating anymore with the investigation. So I guess, first off, where are we with Young Thug's case, and then if you have any reaction to that chilling effect?
I agree with detectives. If this information is listed on social media, it will have chilling effects. We are taking precautions to make sure that that does not happen, that people are protected when they cooperate with the law enforcement and the police, because citizens cooperating is a big part of ridding this from our community. It is the largest part.
This is, I ask you, off topic for a moment, your reaction to Judge McBurney's order this morning that is compelling the governor to testify, but then delaying the testifying until after the election?
I think it's appropriate for witnesses that have information in that investigation to testify.
Today, we are seeing the sentencing in the murder case of Katie Mack. Another 7-year-old was shot over the weekend. How can you ensure parents, the public, that kids are safe in the city of Atlanta and the Fulton County?
Both of those cases are the same in that they take away our most precious commodity, our children. And today, that defendant, the world should know, got life without the possibility of parole plus another 15 years. So that gentleman was a member of a gang, and that's an example of gang violence that we cannot allow in our community. There is a distinction in this case that happened over the weekend, although it is equally tragic. It is an incident of domestic violence, something that we know is really just People don't seem to be able to get along in relationships. And we have too many guns in the wrong hands and too much freedom to get guns. But this is a harsh reality. If you are in a domestic situation and there is a gun present, you and everyone around you is in more danger. And it is very difficult for the law enforcement to be anything but a reactor to that. We have got to have legislation that does not allow domestic violence abusers to have guns around them. And I think we have to have some serious conversations about something that's not popular. Everybody doesn't need a gun. I have come to the public many, many times and said, stop leaving your guns in your cars, because they are breaking into cars, taking your guns and using them from the wrong things. And we are suffering as a community this morning. It broke my heart to watch. Here I get a huge success last week. Kennedy Maxey's killer held responsible. And this morning I wake up to another precious life stolen.
Goodness gracious, B.
You said that it was gang related. Which gang?
I'm sorry.
You said that the shooting of the child, there was a gang involved with it. Which?
I know you're aware of that. That gentleman had gang ties to Virginia on down. He was here. They say I'm picking on the rap community. He was here to be an aspiring rapper.
District Attorney, back to the special grand jury. You gave us some guidance back in the summer about how long this will go. What do you believe now in terms of how much longer you expect the grand jury? It isn't paneled until May, but what is your expectation of how many more subpoenas you'll send out, how many more people you expect to come in before this wraps up?
I think we're about 60% through of all of the people that we need to be brought up. I'm pleased with the pace that we're going. There can't be any predictions, as you know. Many people are unsuccessfully fighting our subpoenas. We will continue to fight to make sure that the grand jury and the public gets the truth. And I am very hopeful that by the end of this year, I'll be able to send the grand jury on their way.
The 26 people in this indictment, how many are in custody?
Oh, I had that exact number. I think it's about 18 of them are in custody right now. I know we have 5 that are
18 black
in the
brothers
wind.
going off the streets. She just took 26 from 28 from YSL. She took another 16 from YFN. She cleaning up. She already got 100 niggas off Atlantic streets already. 100 gone off Atlantic streets already in the past year.
No, I knew we were going to wait till after. I've been
100
very specific
black
and
niggas gone.
determined
Y'all cut it out, man,
to
please.
Get rid of that accusation that this is just some political stunt and we were trying to impact the election. As you may recall, I did not call the first witnesses until we were after those primaries, and I made it very well known to the judge who's over this, as well as my team, that I would not do anything until after the election. So they'll have to accuse me of something else. They can get rid of that one.
This is your 4th or 5th RICO, I guess?
The 5th RICO, y'all.
Just talk about the strength of what
I told you the first one was Hood Rich Pablo and his gang. I don't know if that's the same gang that this
Detective
is.
Needham and Detective Davidson in this matter. I'm a fan of RICO. I've told people that. And the reason that I am a fan of RICO is I think jurors are very, very intelligent. I think that some people don't want to do jury service, but once they get there, we really find that they're good.
Do you understand what she mean by fan? She is a fan of RICO. It's not that, this is what I use to combat the violence. And no, I am a fan of it. Like, that means she cheers and she go hard for RICO. She's like a Travis Scott fan for RICO. Do you understand what that means? That is, man, man, listen, B. She is a fan for RICO. Look at her face. Look at the smile. She love what she doing, man. She's having a good time. She love getting up, coming to work in the morning, yo. You know how like 90% of us hate going to work? Like me, I hate having to go to my job in a couple hours. She wakes up like, yes, put on the best makeup, get her hair nice and laid, and she's ready. She's a fan of RICO. It's different.
Good citizens there. They're very smart. They pay attention. They take these matters serious. But they want to know the whole story. They want to know what happened. They want to make an accurate decision about someone's life. And so RICO is a tool that allows a prosecutor's office and law enforcement to tell the whole story. And so we use it as a tool so that they can have all the information they need to make a wise decision. So it's a tool I continue to use. I'm very happy the Atlanta Police Department allow us to come down and do gang training and talk about RICO. And that was the great cooperation of the Atlanta Police Chief that stands behind me, Shearbaum, as well as the mayor allowing that. And so it's a tool we'll use. Sandy Springs has brought in, Atlanta has brought in fact, all of the chiefs. We know that this is a good tool, and it's a tool we continue to use.
Since there's so many agencies, is this investigation going to expand to other counties and trade information on this?
We will absolutely be cooperative with other counties, but I am the district attorney only of Fulton County, and so what I'm concerned about is crime that occurs in Fulton County.
Do you think, we've seen a lot of delays, and people not wanting to testify, and even some people who originally were willing to testify, now filing to delay. Do you think this is part of a general tactic to push it as far past the election as possible by certain people?
You're an excellent reporter, but with that, I'm going to end this press conference. Thank y'all.
Hold on. She said, yo, you an excellent reporter. Yo, she knew it. She knew it. She said, yo, you are an excellent reporter, and you are doing your thing with these questions, but guess what, buddy? I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I got to go. It is over. Yo, I'm telling you, B, this thing is dangerous, man. Yo, because the way the crime is right now, the crime is so dangerous out there, man. Yo, B. Yo, man. Yo, B. Shout out to Atlanta, B. They done turned Atlanta into the new Chicago, but that DA ain't playing, y'all. Not playing. He ain't playing, B. Let me check this email real quick. Let me get in a couple joints, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yo, babe. My brothers, my sisters. Please, man. Please, y'all. Let me see your time. Okay, we got one. Let's go. Let them know I'm about to play his joint. Yeah, man. Just check this joint out real quick. See what this joint is. Somebody just sent this in an email. See what this is. Shout out to everybody that was tuning and watching.
They say mud man thicker than water. Yeah, mud man thicker than water. And just like mud there do you dirty. To be your friend, man, you ain't worthy. It ain't no difference, man, family or friends. There's the ones that's thick and thin. There's the ones that's cause no matter what, they'll hold you down. They don't give a fuck. They don't care who it is or what it is. Cause when it's love, you know what it is. They'll have your back, man, and your front. And they won't play when it come to you. Better watch out for show, fucking with fake ones. I don't care, dog, if they was your day ones. Went on day 2, they hit you with backstab. And everything they say they gon' do be mad cap. Fake friends. Niggas pretend to be your friend. 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 I was doing bad, I was down, dog. I asked you to pray, and you did for my downfall. That's jealousy and envy. I never knew that the devil could be so friendly. Tried to hide it, but I felt the energy. The feeling you get when your friends turn enemies. You can meditate, burn your sage, and still be with fake friends every day. Better keep your guard up, like you cutting the fade. Let your guard down, you gon' catch your fade. Straight shade. KO your ass. Get a little money, they don't know your ass. They be with you when they need you. When they don't need you, they catch amnesia. They'll leave you broken, lonely. Man, I swear they so fake and phony. Fake friends. Niggas pretend to be your friend. Fake friends. Niggas pretend to be your friend.
Alright, y'all, I'm out. Gotta get ready for work.
Niggas pretend to
That was
be
the only
your
joint in the
friend.
email.
Fake friends. Niggas pretend.
That was the only one in the email. Let me check the spam folder real quick. So I know they be throwing shit in the spam. Yeah. That was the only one. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all love y'all, B.